Hi, Lind. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. I'm good. I think we're going to just give people a chance to join and let it go live.
Yeah, I think they are settling in. It's Sunday night. They are preparing. It's a school night.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
getting ready for
For
the
some that are
cutoffs. Yeah.
going to school, for those that are going to school tomorrow.
Mm,
Hi, I
yeah.
see two people in. Please, guys, send us an emoji or a hello so we can see who's there. Because we can't see you until you type something. Okay. Hi. Hi, guys. Hi, 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 hi. All
It's,
right, Sam. I think me and you must talk. People can join us as we go. I see thumbs up. I just want people to say hello. Please, guys, welcome to On Hold with me. I'm Lindu Ngongwane, and I have a beautiful guest today. I have Samantha. So if you could please help me, just say, Sam, you look beautiful. Welcome. That would be nice. Please type it on the comments for me. And let's um, welcome Sam in. So, Sam, how are you? Today we're talking an interesting topic about breakups.
ah, very interesting. Very
Very,
interesting.
very. So, how
I
many
think we
times
all
have you broken up?
can I even count? I
I
think there's
tried,
not a
yeah.
number. There's not a number. There's really not a number.
Try 5 times.
That's
Okay,
good.
you know how we write it on the forms: more than 5, or more than 10, or less than 15.
Out of one relationship, I think it can be more than 10.
Oh yeah, I get you. So in one relationship, you could be breaking up a lot of times.
Yes, you bring up. Yes.
Oh,
That's why I'm saying
oh,
there's
okay.
no number.
I wasn't counting it that way, but I hear you. But I hear you. And also the fact that you don't actually break up from a love relationship only. You break up
Mm.
with family as well. Break up with
What?
friends. Have you ever broken up with friends?
Oh, yes, I did, and it was a very painful experience.
Is
Breaking up
it?
from a friendship. Yes,
Okay.
it was very
Don't
painful
tell us now.
for
Don't
me.
tell us now.
Yeah, I won't. I'm keeping the sauce for later.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So then what is a breakup? Like what would you say is a breakup?
For a break, we can define a breakup as an end to a relationship, or when we are married, we would say a divorce or a separation, an end to a friendship, like you mentioned, Lindiwe, an end to even when you depart ways at your work, it's a breakup. A breakup with acquaintanceships, that is also a breakup. That is what I see a breakup. It's an end determination to a relationship, a romantic relationship, a friendship. That is what I defined as a breakup. But for me, a breakup comes with pain. It comes with hurt. It comes with resentment, with a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe
What
one
up?
of the emotions is relief, depending on the relationship you're in. It is
Yes.
freedom, it is a new start, it's opportunity.
Mm. Yeah. Also some self-discovery of yourself. You
Yeah,
actually learn, yes, a lot of experience from it. Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, so I don't know, why do we always feel like a breakup is an end to a thing then? I'm just realizing what we're saying now. Because sometimes breaking up is not really a bad thing. You must break up with something to be able to move on to something. But I think
Yeah.
we've always made it to be such a nasty
A
thing.
terrible thing. Yes. And it doesn't have to be a terrible thing. Breakup doesn't have to be a battlefield. It doesn't have to be a war. It doesn't have to be hurtful. We can break up peacefully. And I believe
Yeah.
with communication, we can break up. But if that effective communication is not happening, Lindiwe, the breakup is gonna be messy. And I believe that if there's no effective communication, a breakup is gonna be it's leading to a breakup. without
Yeah.
effective communication. That leads
Yeah.
to a breakup. If there's no effective communication, it leads to a breakup because there's misunderstandings, there's unresolved issues, there's bottled up emotions, especially men. Is there men in the in the life? Especially men,
Uh,
they bottle up
yeah.
things. So all of that leads to a breakup. But you must also ask yourself, like, the hurt can end with you. You can stop that hurt because you're the only one that knows your emotions at that time, not the other person.
So there's an interesting one here, and Jabule is saying a breakup can also be an end to a certain behavior, like addictive behaviors, especially that put you in the company of certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's that
Yes.
is that is true. Certain
Yeah.
behaviors, addictive behaviors. Yes. We've all been there. Toxic behaviors even. It depends what we all have our own addiction to some things that we need to break free from. And I believe if you find healing in it, then you're already there. If you discover your own healing, if you find peace from that breakup, yeah. So yeah, Njopulo is quite right.
So, but then how do you know that you are at that point where you want to break up? Or what are those signs typically? Because hey, I don't know how to put it, but how do you then get to a point where you feel, or what are some of those things where you feel like this is the time that I need to break away?
I would say it depends on a person. We're all different. One-sided efforts, lack of intimacy, not communicating. Um, what can be the other side? Um, Violence, abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, all of that.
Yeah.
What's the only reason that I can think of? Yeah, there's a lot of leading factors. Remember, it's factors leading to a breakup. It's not you
Oh,
deciding one day that I'm just gonna decide now I'm dumping Paul today. Me and Paul has been having issues since, you understand, there's factors that lead
mm,
to that breakup. Yes, so
yeah.
there's a lot of things that actually lead to the breakup. And for me, it's like we need to be peaceful about it. We need to be kind towards one another when we break up.
Yeah. So now tell me,
Yeah.
Sam, tell me a story. Have you broken up? One breakup that you can't forget. You said it's more than 15 times. I want the story.
Story time.
Please, please
Are you
do
counting
tell.
me in for the story time?
Please, I want that one breakup that you can't forget. Because I know you guys, you break up like 2 years before you leave.
Yeah.
By the
You
time,
know, yes. That's so true. That is so
so
true.
tell me
But
about it.
but but let me touch on this, right? On like what I'm saying, the breakup one. This was a very toxic relationship that I'm breaking up from.
Okay.
Like very, we both were toxic. I'm not gonna just blame the other party. I was also toxic. Let me
Okay.
take accountability also for my own actions. I was also very toxic.
What
But
happened?
let me tell you, every man wants peace from his woman. I think men will agree, if there's men on their life, every man wants peace from their woman, right? But peace is a byproduct of clarity. Do you agree
Okay.
when I say peace is a byproduct of clarity?
I think
So
so.
if a man is not gonna give me clarity, I'm gonna create chaos because
Yeah.
I don't have clarity with my role in his relationship or in that situation that we're in. I don't have clarity to the level of commitment that is towards me or is showing towards our relationship or towards children, if there is children. So if there's no clarity, chaos become our default as women. And that's it because of past experience that happened. So we are bringing that past experience into this. So that is where the toxic start in my story time. This is now my story time.
I'm waiting
So
for that part.
I was dating this guy. He's in the police, VIP police for the president. Um, and that was the on and off. Like I said, 15, 20 times that I can't count how many times we actually break up.
Okay, so
Yes.
you break up, go back, break up, go back.
Yeah, so you see the toxic thing, Lindy. So we
Mm,
break up, we break up, make up, we break up, we make up, we break up until when a day I say, I'm tired, man. This thing is draining me. Like it's like when I have to see him, like it's like you know that like
mm.
I don't even have energy up until a side that I have to lie that if we should arrange to meet, okay, it's weekend time, come and see me. I'm already tired. Not tired going there, tired of seeing him. I don't want to see him. You understand? That is what I read because the relationship is basically because emotional disconnect. There was no time for me because of his job, which I understand that he worked away. He was always in and out. If the president needs to go somewhere, they need to escort. If the ministers they need to escort. So he was in and out training and stuff, which I understand. But also, like I said, the communication is so important in a relationship. And when I told him that I think that this relationship is not serving me any purpose, we need to break up, he was very calm about it, both pieces.
What was
And
this
then I
the
said,
first time? Was this the first time or the fifth time?
no, this is now the 100th time, not even fifth time.
Okay.
This is now me cutting. I'm cutting the umbilical cord. I'm ending. So, and it's
Okay, but
peaceful. I said, oh, okay.
before the end time, tell me what kept you, what made you keep on just going back there?
That was my first love. I don't know love.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I'm going. You understand this that romance and stuff. It's also the of the all your friends have boyfriends, and then you are here single one. So I think it was also like I want to be with my friends. I want to have someone, and and then when that happened, I was like thinking I can actually be alone because I am a private person. I love my space. You understand? But being with him, there's certain things. There was also happy moments, but I mean, what led to the breaks up was the toxicity. It was really just toxic. So I had to end it, and emotionally, I was not there anymore.
Okay,
So
but how did you know that this is the last time? What happened? Oh, what
so
made,
so
yeah, well, how did you know? Oh, what did you do to make sure I don't go back this time?
so what transpired was I received a message from a messenger Facebook from a girl that say that do you know this person? I said yes, he's my boyfriend. Then she said that, oh, okay, um this is my man, we're having a child to child. I'm surprised. So now my defense is already up. I'm fuming, I'm boiling inside, like. And for me, the moment when I said that, I think that this relationship is not serving me a purpose, and he was so peaceful about it. So I don't know, did he know? But at the time he didn't know that I know that, or I
Okay,
didn't tell him
about
that
the
this lady.
baby.
Yes, I now
Okay.
waited because some of my belongings were at this place. So he said, and he was so peaceful about it. He said, yes, you can come and take your belongings. I went there. He said that I just need to meet up with the boys. I said, okay, meet up with the boys. He went out, not knowing this guy locked me in his apartment. I
Oh,
didn't know that. So he went out.
okay.
I'm busy
All right.
packing my stuff. He locked
Okay.
me in the apartment, and then he left. When I want to go out, I'm done packing. That is when I realized, but I'm locked inside. There's
Mm.
no way out. Yes, there's no way out. So it's not even a ground floor that I can go out. It's on the fourth floor. I can't jump. And I called him. He's not answering. I'm sending him message. He's blue ticking me. What's happening? And the fact that it's a police, the fear. I said, oh, this guy shouldn't come back to kill me. That is the only thing in my head. Like tonight, I'm meeting my creator. Yeah. He came back the next morning. Ah,
Oh, you were locked
mm.
inside the whole night.
Yes, he came back the next morning. But us being our toxic self, did we not make up again? Hmm?
Ah. Oh,
Did we
I'm
not?
judging
I
you.
guys, no,
I'm
I don't
judging
know what
you.
I don't know what guys are using on their mouths. I believe my grandmother when she say they are putting jam around the mouth. That was the jam that I've been getting. That was the jam I've been getting.
So that wasn't the last
I think
time.
No, that was not the last time. He came back the following morning after being locked out, after being fumed. I forgot about the fumes that I had. The fire in my heart of last night is making up, going out. Okay, Sandra, Sam, and all of this. Apologize. Okay, it's fine. Up until I confronted him, because remember, I
Mm.
didn't have chance to ask him about this baby because he said he's working
Okay.
with a boy.
Okay. Yeah.
When I asked him about this baby, tell him this, okay, I received this, he got aggressive. That is when
Mm.
I realized, no, but something is up. I'm just asking, and I'm not even shouting, I'm not yelling, I'm not raising my voice. I'm asking peacefully, like, this girl is sending me here, sending me what is up? Is this true? He got
Mm.
aggressive. I said, oh,
Mm.
okay. Then the only thing that I can think of, I need to think of a way to leave here because otherwise he's going to lock me up here. I said, oh, okay,
Again.
no, it's fine. Yeah, I said, no, now I'm applying. Lindy, the moment when a woman apply logic, right?
Mm.
And she's packing up her feelings and her emotions, I think she's out of the relationship. She has
Mm.
outgrown it. That is what I
Mm.
think. The moment you apply logic and you don't put your emotions in that relationship anymore, you're gone. As a woman, you are gone. And I think that is what I told him. Okay, no, it's fine. You know what? We can work through it. My toxic self at that time went to my friends in Soshankuve. I said, Chomi, look at this. See the disrespect of this guy. Chomi, how can you do this to you? You know, board of directors, they encourage you, they hype you up. They
Yeah.
want FBI. If SEPs ever want detectives, my friends,
Investigators. It's your
I'm
friends.
telling you, my friends, yes, they don't even have to go for interviews. They can just be hired. And they will and they will get that info. And I
And
went
who
to
are you
her.
looking for? Who are you looking for? The baby. The baby
No, no,
mama.
no, no. I want, because I want to show him that this is the proof. Remember, he's still denying.
Oh.
It's not,
Oh, he said
he's
no.
denying.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So I went to her. She said, show me to you. He can't do this to you. No, we will definitely find these things. So our other friend, Stacey Mokopane, and her
Mm.
husband is also in the police. So you see how toxic I have become, because
Mm.
the relationship have killed parts of me, beautiful parts of me, and bring out the ugly in me. So we went to Mokopane, and her husband is in the police. Now I'm even having a roster. I want to know, when is he transporting the ministers? When is he going to Clarkstop for training? When is he doing this? So all of this, it's like I'm having a calendar on this guy, tabs on this guy, because now I'm tracking him to place the movements, like something like that aggressive. It didn't sit well with me. Then she said, okay, the husband of my friend doesn't know what we are up to, the three of us. I think he's just talking out of, we are having, not knowing the info is for Sam.
Okay.
And yeah, up until we found the evidence. The lady also
Mm.
stays, the baby mama also stays in Shoshankuve. Okay. Now I have my evidence. Now
Wait.
I'm not going alone. I've learned my lesson. Board of directors is with me. We are going for my belongings. All three of us, very toxic.
Hopefully this
Going
is for the
to,
last time.
ah, and it was going back to to go and collect my belongings. Board of
Yeah.
directors. When I actually got there, that is because our relationship was mostly emotional abuse. But when I got
Mm.
there, that is when it started to get physical. Because he always had it in his mind that I will never leave. You will never leave me. I was your first. You will never leave me. You can't leave me. What will you do without me? All of that, right? And then I told myself, I can't be fighting for survival in a relationship. No. Yeah, I have to leave. And we were still quarreling. My friends are taking my bags down. I ran out of that relationship, out of that apartment. We ran into the car. I literally had to hide myself, like for a whole month or 2 months, away from him. Moved out of the city I moved to Centurion at that time, just to get away from him.
Yeah.
that is how toxic it was. But beside it
I
being
don't.
toxic,
Mm.
hey, beside
Now I
it
want
being
to hear that.
toxic,
Did you go
Lindiwe,
back? Did you go back?
no, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't regret him.
finally. You, you stress me. I Sam. Uh-uh.
I did not go back.
Okay.
No, no, I did not. I did not. Huh? I did not go back, Shim.
Because Centurion and Soshanguve aren't very far, really. So you could still
No,
do it.
no, he was in town. He was in town. The
Oh,
baby mama was in
okay.
Soshanguve. Yeah, he was in
Okay.
town. Yes,
Okay.
and and I was also staying in CBD. Yeah, and I moved to Centurion at the time.
But then
Yeah.
why do we want to hurt each other so much during a breakup? I mean, we know a lot
Mm.
of stories, people going back, I fetch my stuff, I bought you a necklace, I'm taking it back, I bought you this, I'm taking it back. It's like I want you to be bare. Like I want you to be at zero. I want you to be nothing. I mean, I've heard many stories. I think leading up to this, you and I were posting videos, and there's one TikTok video I posted where people commented a lot. It says
Mm.
that when you break up, but you know that you are celebrating a 6 month anniversary in the new relationship.
It happens.
Six
It
months, it's
happens.
even nothing. People are having
It
like two
happens.
years.
But
Others have babies in the new relationship. It's like,
and it's all. But it all comes down, and I think us as women, we I can speak now as us as women. It's like I said, it's the emotional disconnect and the intimacy, lack of intimacy. So and we are emotional beings as women. We are just emotional. I don't know why. Women are just so if I'm not getting that emotion, that intimacy from my partner, and here we are just having a quarrel or continuous fighting or arguments. Now Peter is outside, is saying, "Hi Sam, you look cute." You understand, like, oh, I like this hairstyle. And then the person that I'm with didn't even notice the color is red. I changed it. You understand? So all of that you are looking for. So you tend to then get attached to the speech. So it's not like you actually love the person, but the moment you cross over and decide to give that attention outside of relationship, I think you are gone, girl. You are just
yeah, but
okay. Let's see.
why don't you leave at the time? It's like, I think men and women
Mm,
do it the same. It's like you plan your
yeah.
exit and you grieve. Okay, for women, you grieve kind of like this relationship whilst you're in it. You kind of think
Yeah.
about it and you plan. If you were not working, you start looking for jobs. If you couldn't drive, you
Mm,
start learning to drive. You look for a new relationship. It's kind of like your
mm,
backup. And this plan B situation can take time. I mean, it can take like a whole 2 3 years. And then only
mm,
then you're like, ta-da, I'm leaving you when you feel comfortable. I mean, in
yeah.
that whole time, there's so much damage that has been done. And you were absent anyway, emotionally,
Mm,
maybe physically you're there, but just emotionally, mentally, you're absent anyway. And my thing is, why don't you just leave at the time instead of sitting and hurting? I mean, some relationships get worse in that it's even clear that we are all dating other people. Like you're
mm,
having an affair and I'm having an affair, and it's clear,
mm,
I know, but no one's gonna confront any other
yeah.
one because we don't want each other anymore. Okay, why are we
Mm.
still sitting? Why are we still sitting in there and doing that to each other anyway? Like,
I
I
think
don't know.
it comes in, especially when you build when this long lasting relationship, when you build with a person, when there's shared property involved, investments is involved, or when there's kids involved. I think you stay for the sake maybe of the kids. You stay because you don't want to lose your share in that investment. You stay because there's a property that you have to consider that you both invested in or bought. So how do you so all of that you need to take into consideration. So I think it's not so easy to leave. But if you don't have that, I think it's very easy for you to leave and just take your heart and leave the relationship. But if there's certain monetary stuff inside the relationship that you guys built over the years, I think it's very difficult to leave. And then you need to plan your exit, like you said. You plan your exit, and like I said that The moment you apply logic and take yourself emotionally out of that, your vulnerability, you take it out of that and you apply logic to that, you've you literally outgrown the relationship, because now you're thinking logically. Like, I need to take this, put this in place. Okay, I'm leaving this guy. The kids need a new school. Transport, where will I put them in? Where will I get an apartment? So all of this you take into consideration. In terms of the investment and stuff, you will even weigh up, what am I losing out of this if I have to go? Or how long was it? Maybe it's a 5-year investment, 10-year investment. I don't know. Is it a fixed deposit account or whatever? Can I go to the bank without him knowing? Can I get my share? So all of that you take into consideration. So it's not just easy to leave if such important things are in a relationship, I think, or from my,
Yeah.
I don't know, from your
But the,
experience, yes.
yeah, I get that and I understand that. But you know what happens then? Um, They're the person who was not aware that you are busy planning to exit. The day you tell them that
Yeah.
you are leaving, for them
Mm.
it's new. Probably for some it's new. Pela, some people are not present in their own relationships, especially I don't know, especially what, but
Yes.
sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
find that there's men who are in a relationship, and then whilst you're in as a wife, you're with the family, with the sisters, they feel comfortable enough that nothing's gonna happen. And they're just relaxed and they're really not really in touch and hoping that
Mm.
when the popo goes for the fan, somebody, their sister, their mom's gonna say, "Hey, bro, come." It sounds like sisters is not happy this side, and then they're gonna start doing. There's some people who are just disconnected from their own relationships, and they
Mm.
don't even see the signs. They don't even see you
Yeah, they
packing. They
don't.
don't even see you packing emotionally. They don't even see anything that you're doing. The day then you say, "Tada, I'm going, my bags are packed, and I've got this and this." And then the
Mm.
war starts. But you're
Mm.
back
They
to
want
square one
autopilot.
then.
Mm.
But you're back to square one because then the war there starts. Because, I mean, when do you decide this? Why? How? Because now they're hurt and they have to process that, but they're not going to process it alone. They're going to make your life
Mm.
miserable. So isn't it better you just tell me and then we fight somewhere one time, like whilst I'm also planning, because I'm gonna plan 3 years. After 3 years, you're gonna find out, get hurt, and take me backwards.
But then why would, remember, we are planning our exit here. So I'm not gonna tell
Yeah.
John that, you understand? I'm not gonna tell John that, John, this and this is gonna happen, because in my mind I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Oh, poor
So
John.
yeah. so so the moment you decide that I'm leaving and I'm gonna be dodgy about it, it's not like you are dodgy about it. I also think it's out of fear, and also
Yeah.
out of, let's talk about our hearts. It's also our hearts. Women have soft hearts. So you're also gonna feel in that trap, am I gonna give him another chance? Like,
Yeah.
Johnny's gonna come with Louis Vuittons. Johnny's gonna come with a bouquet of red roses. You understand? Then I'm weak again. So I think that also plays a big part, that you just need to tell yourself that, no, I'm done. Like, I'm gonna take. But for me also,
Yeah.
Lindiwe, why are we not prepared to just lose? Why not lose yourself? Why not let, without fixing it, why not let parts of yourself die and just find
What do
peace?
you
And
What do you mean by that?
like, okay, say for example, we have investments together, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now it maybe become a court case. How long
Mm,
does court cases take? You understand? You want to
mm.
drag yourself there. You need to attend. You need to stay out of work to that. It's draining. Why not also tell yourself that I'm leaving? It's not worth it. Let the person have what he or she wants. Why not bring yourself to that point to say that I'm gonna let pieces of myself die inside of me, and let me just find
Yeah.
peace in the
I think
situation
that's
that I am.
that's what probably I advocate for, but maybe for some people financially it doesn't help. I mean, the drama is too
Mm.
much. I know in one of the stories I know, the husband like literally denied in court that I married this person. And they showed pictures and everything. It says, "No, I thought it was a cousin's wedding. And we were getting married. I wasn't even aware." I mean, really? Because again, to your point, they want to protect something, assets, money, pride,
Mm.
and all of that. So they rather not lose. So it's about, for me, I think it's about people trying not to lose anything or lose much, or go leave with something or some much. I don't know. Maybe people also who are listening can also help with comments to understand
And also to control you.
Why
The
can you
only thing
allow
is to
yourself to
control you.
lose? Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think I'm in that same thought. Why don't you allow yourself to lose something or let go of
Mm.
something? Because there's a bigger purpose you want. I think that's why earlier I
Yes.
started with saying, for me, sometimes breakups are an opportunity. They are freedom. They are all of that. The
Mm.
longer you take, dragging and fighting delays you from your next chapter. That's my view. You see.
Yeah.
So I know it's
And
not
that's
always, yeah, it's not always black and white. It's not always like that, but
mm.
that is probably how I see it. It's like move.
And your
Just-
emotional well-being is so important because
I
in
mean,
because now you are lying in court about a marriage, a whole ceremony that took place. You are lying about. So that emotional, like, I think that is when you become actually toxic, because now in that case, if I was the person, I would probably wanted to get back at the person. You understand? And that is when
yeah,
you lose part of yourself, because now you need to show this person that I can also play your game. And in some
mm,
cases, it doesn't have to be that way. You understand?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I get what you say, because sometimes maybe we can't afford to be without the person. Maybe the person was the breadwinner and I didn't work,
yeah.
or you understand, and it's difficult for me maybe to find something, or I don't have, say, qualification or anything, on where will I find work. If it's an age factor, like, will I still find work at my age and all of
Mm.
that. So there's a lot of things, and sometimes also family that comes and say that, no, relationships, marriages, they have your ups and downs, but you need to talk it through. So sometimes our families also, and our friends also, board of directors, don't forget them, also play a big part in a relationship. But at the end of the day, like I said, the hurt stops with you. Only
Yeah,
you can stop that hurt and pain that you are going through.
yeah. So I
So
had a peaceful, I would call it a peaceful divorce. Obviously, factors leading to it are not peaceful. So that's how
mm.
you get to a point where you decide, I'm going to a divorce. So before then, it's on, full on
uh,
drama, suspense,
WWE
everything. Yeah, yeah, thriller, horror, everything is
drama.
drama, Kalo. So So leading to it, definitely, Aisha, you will have it. But I think what happened, which I am grateful for my ex-husband, honestly, is just how we both handled it. And I don't think we planned it, and I don't think whatever,
Mm.
but I don't even know why or how. But we had a year where we were separated. And in that
Mm.
year, we did not speak to one another. Now that can sound like, don't you want to go back? Whatever. But I think
Mm.
for that whole year, we didn't speak. And that helped me for him not to reach out, because I could think about it, calm down, and be sure about what I want. And also have a feel of how life is without this whole marriage thing. Same for him. So the day we went for now I come with my family and their family, and we're like, I know I've been gone a year, but I'm here to say
Mm. Peace out.
second half, yeah, like I'm not coming back. I'm going the other direction. So, well, it was a painful thing for the parents to hear, because they thought, we
Mm.
had built a beautiful thing and they were not aware really about where we are, etc. So painful for them. But for both of us, we were like, no, this is where we are and this is what we
Mm.
want. I mean, it was so easy. There was no fighting, there was no name calling, just dragging each other through social
No
media, lying
insult.
about each other,
Mm.
insulting. All of a sudden, I made this, I made that. I never heard anything like that from him. I've never had anyone
Mm.
tell me that we had this and this and this. Nothing. We went through the whole thing. It was even quick. When we were saying we sing along on this date, we were there on time. Hi, hi, hi. We do our thing, we're done. So I never even did that as well, to say, hey, stories. So I think I appreciate, because there was no point where we felt like I need to ruin him as as a person to get to
Mm.
zero, or to get back
Mm.
to, I don't know what the
And you
point
don't
really
necessarily have to
becomes.
drag the person down. Mm.
There was no such. And for him also not to do the same, because I don't know what was his motivation for that. But I think for me, I'm not a fighter. Naturally. So I think I was going to have to dig deep anyway to have to
mm,
retaliate or fight or whatever. I was going to have to dig very deep to come up with those things, you know. So I didn't have to. It was nice, it was
mm.
peaceful, it was done. On the day I went to court, I was like, hey, dude, we're divorced, sharp. Like, oh, so what does it mean? I'm like, it means we are done. Like, I'm going to go get my head done. It's done. And that was it.
So you talk after divorce. So after the silent treatment, the talking starts after you sign the papers.
No, it starts when I'm like, "Hi, I'm here to say I'm leaving for good." It says, "Hey, you've been gone for a long time." I'm like, "Hey, whole year." It says, "Oh no, I
Uh,
missed you." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't want to come back." It says, "No, I get it. I don't think you should come back
mm,
either." I'm like, "Okay,
mm,
fine. That's very mature of you to accept rather than to force
mm,
me to stay here because now there's
mm,
family. You want to save face, and then the
mm,
next thing I'm here, but you know that actually we're not ready for this." So
mm.
it was very honest. I appreciated that, painful, because then that day I cried. I was like, they dumped me. Yo, this whole time, this whole time I felt like I was doing the dumping. And on that day, I'm like, you didn't even
Mm,
ask me back. Ooh, now I'm like, oh,
mm,
oh. But anyway, um, and we did, it was very quick. I think we
mm.
even the divorce, it was very quick. His mom asked us there, said, please, we do see a lot of dramatic situations out there. As
Mm,
we understand where you are, do not embarrass us and do that. And we're like, okay, great. And shame. So I wish that for everybody to understand that the next person is also a person taking
yeah.
all their money and taking whatever or dragging them on social media or calling them names or taking away children or like
Mm,
they are still a person. So if it were
yeah.
you, you know how it feels when it comes to you. So
Yeah.
that's probably what I wish could happen. That when
Mm,
you are done, can we agree that we are done and just separate
mm. Yeah, that's it.
without.
And but you see, even with my toxic relationship, even after a year or almost two, I actually received the apology that I actually should have received the night when I confronted him. And then the person is reminiscing, do you remember that? Do you remember this? Do you remember? Yes.
Yeah,
You see, and that time I was still hurt. Yes, although a year later you apologized and you for what happened or what transpired, but and then you say, "Do you remember this?" You're reminiscing back. Yes, I remember. I remember being taken for granted. I remember
yeah,
being disrespected because you were not fully participating in the relationship. You were on
yeah,
autopilot. You
yeah,
understand? But
yeah.
besides that being toxic, Lindy, I also took something out of that relationship. Like my family know me, I'm not a talker. What you see here tonight,
Okay.
I'm not a talker. I am
Oh, so we've
I'm a
unleashed.
mute.
Oh, did we unleash, or is this relationship? Did the relationship
It's
unleash you?
him, and I must thank him. Like he gave me this voice. He literally he taught me how to stand up for myself, how to defend myself. So beside it being toxic, I also learned from that relationship. There was lessons that I've taken from that toxicity relationships that I can speak for myself, I can defend myself, I can stand up for myself. And also he draw me closer to God. Like you now said you cried. Like I cried. And I remember listening to this song of Corin Hawthorne, Broken Pieces. I literally cried to God, God, just restore the broken pieces within me. And and it's because of him that I literally grown close to God. I must say that he really pushed me to the church. He really pushed me to God. So beside it being toxic, I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learned out of that relationship. So there is beautiful things that you take from that relationships, whether it's toxic or not toxic, even if it comes a year or 2 years later. There is some beautiful and also why can't we hold on to the beautiful memories of that
We can't remember beautiful memories when you are hurt.
at the time? Yeah.
All you
Yeah,
see is, oh, that was what was happening. He was manipulating me.
yeah.
Oh, he was using me. I don't think
Mm,
you see any good intentions in hindsight unless you've
yes.
healed from there. then I think
Yeah.
that's a point where you can then talk about what, like you say,
Mm,
you've healed from that, years
mm.
later, and then you
But
can
yeah,
realize
yes.
and appreciate that. But at the time,
Mm,
there's no beautiful memories. You actually
mm,
regret ever meeting the person. It's like, yo, wait, what was the universe doing to me?
mm. Fire on the mountains from morning to night. Yeah.
So, have you ever broken up with a friend?
Yes, I did. I did. I did. And also very toxic. Why do I get these toxic people, Mara?
Ah, what
I need to,
happened to you?
I think after this live, Lindy, I need to do some self-discovering of maybe it's me.
Maybe it's you, or some people
Yeah.
are gonna be blocked after this. So when you're being ghosted, guys, know that it's the self-discover that happened here.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's a self-discovering. It does.
Yeah.
So I had a friend that so how do I put it? We were close. We even share a same birthday month.
Ogie says, I hope it's not me. Is it her or him?
It's a her. It's a him. Who's it, Augie? I
Okay.
hope it's not me. That's my friend, hey?
Oh, until you break up.
The friendship breakup. So I had a friend that planned my engagement with my partner. And I didn't know it was a surprise engagement. So they planned it and he was away. He came back and then he said that I need her at the house that because we're gonna have a party. And I asked, what party are we having? So I thought maybe it's a get together and stuff, not knowing it's a surprise engagement that this person is
Okay.
planning. Yeah, that this person is planning for me. And they went and very whispering. And I couldn't understand what's whispering is this, what is going on here. But I just like take note. I think from that toxic relationship, I learned to be calm and compose myself. That's why I said I learned a lot
Okay.
from that previous relationship that I was in. So after that, okay, engagement happened afterwards. Then afterwards, she sent a message to him complimenting him, what wanting to meet up with him. She said she's coming to the city. Can they meet up? He showed me the message. And I'm asking him, are you sure it's her? He said, yes. Whose face is this? I said, you know, people like
This
to
is your
do
best
fake things.
friend.
This is my best friend, Lindy, my best friend. You want the person that you plan engagement for me. Like,
Mm,
why she have a boyfriend, right? So I don't
mm.
know, was he trying to test his feelings for me or what was it? I really don't know. Up until today, I really don't know. So, and I think it happened twice. And again, she sent a message because I ignored it when he told me that, right? We just let it slide. We talked about it. We resolved it between us. And then another message come in. She said, I'm here. Can we meet up? I'm at this hotel and this hotel. Now this thing is serious. Why does this person want to see you whilst
Or
you have a...
10.
And then I confronted her, right? And then when I confronted her, the same time, she sent him a message as well. Not knowing he's going to show me this message to say that, look here again.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. He's now basically telling him, why did you tell Sam this and this? It could have been our secret. What secret? So I told her, if you're not gonna respect my relationship with this person, then me and you can't be friends because I can't trust you behind my back. I don't know if I'm not around what you would do because you come
Mm,
to my place.
mm,
If you're in Cape Town, if you don't have place to stay, and then you sometimes sleep there. So I'm gonna always be on my guard. What if you jump in bed with my
mm,
man? You understand? So I said
mm.
no. So that is when I end it. But I don't regret ending the friendship. I
But do you
don't.
miss her? Do you miss her as a friend?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Honestly, I don't.
Was
It
she
was a,
not
it was
maybe
a,
playing a
it was
specific
a
part?
one-sided. No, it was a one-sided friendship. You get those friends that when they are in trouble, you the person that they run to. But when things are going well for them, it's like they don't recognize you. And at that time, he actually told me that why is your friend only knowing you when she needs something? But when it's good and going well for her, she have a
Mm,
other friend. But when
mm,
she is in need, that friends can't help her. You are the one that is actually doing the helping for her. So that is he literally saw it. I also knew it, but I'm a
mm.
helper. I like to help.
Okay.
So
You
yeah,
thought you were
so
doing the Lord's work.
I'm telling you, and unfortunately I didn't. I didn't. So so I cut her completely off. I literally cut her completely off so I don't regret it
Did
and
you
I don't
ghost
miss
her?
her.
Did you tell her or did you ghost her?
No, I didn't ghost her. I told her that I can't be friends with
Okay.
you because I can't
Okay.
trust you. Yeah, I told her.
Okay.
And come to think of it, is it last month? Where we now? In April, no, March. Yeah, February. She sent me a message to say that
Oh.
I miss you.
Ah.
From another number. Because remember,
Mm.
I blocked her from another number that she says she missed me. She said, I'm full time now staying in Cape Town. I said, oh, okay, I'm happy for you. Block. Because I don't need it in my life.
Yeah, Mara, this
Even
blocking situation is worse now because you don't even tell me what's going on, what's wrong. Can
no,
I
I
see
don't
all the
want
people
it.
that ghost and block? Can you raise your hands, please? There we go.
Yes.
You block everything you block. Now I don't even know when you don't want me, you block me. I don't know what went wrong. What didn't you like? We're not even breaking
Yeah.
up. You're just ghosting me and blocking me.
Yeah. So I was like, no, I don't need this in my life again. No. Because I think I will never be able to trust her. Even if even if I must date again and I must introduce the guy to her. I don't think
But
I would be able
isn't
to.
it worth a conversation, Sam? Like you, this guy, you went back to thousand times. This was your girlfriend. Isn't it worth a conversation to hear and then say, you know what, the trust is broken, da 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 da. I think we girls are harsher on each other, man.
No,
But you
but
keep hands locked when I say, you guys are, you're not helping.
you it's yeah, but no, it's not. It's not. I
Mbali,
think it's also for my own.
uh.
What is Mbali? Thank you. Yes. No, it's I think you know what I think she wants, Lindy. She wants
Mm.
the person that is there for her when she's in need. You understand? Be
I know,
genuine
and
to
that's why I
me.
was
Be
asking you.
genuine to me.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I was
what I want.
asking you. That's why I was asking you if you miss her. It's kind of like that thing that you lose a friend, but you realize, wow, I
Mm,
lost somebody I really loved,
mm,
or somebody that was really a sister to me. But something happens, and then you kind of like break up. I mean, I know
mm.
that as sisters or as ladies, we hold each other to a very high standard because I
Yeah.
expect you to understand. I expect you to help the girl code. But isn't it
Mm,
worth the conversation? I know we may not go back to where we were as
yeah.
besties, but
Yeah. And it's gonna be a process for me. You understand?
sure. And maybe
I
I'm
do.
willing to go through the process, but I want to
Yeah.
talk, Sam.
Like what happened? What like? Yeah. I
Yeah.
think for
And
me it's like
apologize.
yes. But she's not doing that, and I want that. Like, come to me to say, Sam, I'm sorry for 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry for lying if I lied, or I'm sorry for doing that. And if you were testing the guy, you understand. Tell me, I was just testing him to see if he's serious about you. You understand
Where
what
am
I'm
I going
saying?
to tell you because you blocked me? I text you with a different number, you
Another number,
blocked me. You blocked
another
me.
number.
Someone go get a third number to apologize with.
Cassie is saying that block. You know what you did exactly. She know what she did. So what I actually want is
I
is
want
is
to.
that
She wants to
apology.
apologize. She wants to apologize. She must go get a third and a fourth number, and then on the third number mustn't say hi. She must just get straight to the point.
2 years after, almost 3 years, you want to apologize.
It's a reflection. Mara, that guy of yours also apologized 2 years after. I asked him. Uh,
Come to
So
think of
you
it, we
also
best of
apologized
friends
after
today.
2 years. And I'm sure there's other exes who haven't apologized and you've just forgiven them. Help me, guys. Guys, you're not
They are
helping.
in they are
Don't
in
side
the
with
they are
them.
in the blocking bin. They are
Uh,
blocked.
I'm
They
sure
are
they are
blocked.
not. I'm sure they are not.
they, they are blocked. No,
Uh,
but honestly, Lindy, that I think that and it's true what you say, right? It's true what you say. After a breakup, forgiveness is so important. Like we need to forgive one another. You also need to forgive yourself, because if you had any partake in that relationship, whether it's friendship, acquaintanceship, whatever, um take accountability, forgive the other party, talk about it. Like I said, communication is vital. Talk about it, talk things through, and if you can mend it, let it be so. So I'm gonna take your advice. I don't know where will I get a number,
Please,
because I
Knox is
didn't
also
save
not
it at the
helping.
time.
Knox is not helping. She's saying apologize, but don't allow her in your life again.
You see the
Okay.
hype when I
But
said board of directors. Yeah.
these are the ones.
So, yes, they know themselves.
No, but I agree. I mean, you have to hear her out.
Yeah.
Um, she probably also has repented.
Mm.
Mm?
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? You don't know. You keep
Yeah. I
blocking,
don't.
by the way.
Yeah.
So she probably wants to apologize. She probably wants to say something. She probably wants to explain something. She does miss you or something like that. I don't
Mm.
know. But hear it out. And yes, you may not allow them in your life. You may not be in the same place, not be friends
Mm.
anymore. But I think we break up as friends. It's
Mm.
and the standard is too high and too harsh. And
Mm.
guys are easy. They bring a flower and Ferrero
Mm.
shares, and we are already ready to listen.
We
I'm
are
not
men
saying,
with the
yeah,
Roches.
I'm just saying, yeah, some grace for the women. I'm asking for some grace from our friends and girlfriends. A little
Mm.
bit of grace, please, guys. That's just
Yeah.
me. I
But
just
it's
want
also
people.
possible to love a person from far. Hey, you don't have to be close to them, but you can love them from afar. When they need you, you will be there, but not close enough here again. But
Okay.
mm,
Okay. Have you ever had
I
to
think we
break
all
up
are
from
different.
family? Have you ever had to break up with a family member?
Only through death, not
Okay.
not ending. We are very close knit family. We are very close knit family. So no, no toxic things tense in the family. The only thing breaking up is actually death.
Okay. All
And that
right.
happened to me this morning when I received the call that my
Oh,
cousin passed away.
oh,
So
sorry to hear that.
yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. At least I got people on my side. Forgive her, move on without her. Repenting. She's gonna eat your heels again. That one, keep her very far. But he says, I'm
I
kind.
agree, yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, 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 yes. But I think the whole point, I think it's about that breakups are normal.
Mm,
They are there. Oh, that was Kaya. I was saying it's in Jabul. It's actually Kaya. Hi, Kaya. Was saying you also break up from your own behaviors, your own addictive
mm,
behaviors, and your own thing. You have to break up at some point with something.
mm.
And I think we all know that not all relationships are forever. Some are there for
Yeah.
a season, a reason, or whatever.
Mm,
And it's gonna be like, for me, it's like it's going to happen. It's like when I can see something is starting to go wrong, I'm like, oh, okay, it's the end of the season. I kind of start
yeah.
preparing myself so that I don't take it too personal. I kind of understand that
Mm,
it's part of the journey that is ending right now.
mm,
And we have to part ways. I mean, how are you gonna part ways with something that you really still love? There's no way. You have to have some conflict, some tension
mm,
with that thing so that you are able to make a decision to let go of it. You understand? So I think
mm,
that's how I view breakups, to say they're normal. But for us to be ruining each other's lives and fighting and throwing
Oh,
plates
okay, mm,
and swearing. I don't know that if that helps us move on.
mm,
I think it just keeps us in that space where we still you're like you're not breaking
mm,
free of that. I mean, this
mm,
thing once doesn't want you anymore. It's either a thing or a person or whatever. It's a thing, I mean, like a relationship,
mm,
a behavior or whatever. It doesn't, you don't fit in anymore. So it's kind of
yeah,
like throwing you out. But you are resisting. You wanna stay, you wanna stay, you're
mm,
fighting. What you fighting for? Go, girl. Be a butterfly. Hmm?
mm. And fly. But
Fly
but but
away.
also, but also, Lindy, like there's this song that Louisa is singing, Seasons. I'm taking my
Yes.
heart back. Why don't we as humans just or just why don't we just find our peace? Why don't we just take our hearts? Because that is all that we have left. Why are we mean to each other? Why do we want to drag each other to that level or stoop that? Because at the end of the day, we will regret. Some of us regret our decisions. Yes, it might not be the next day, but yes, like say, I regret actually treating that person so bad. Like I
Yeah.
regret my actions towards that person. So
Yeah.
why don't the peace starts with us? Why not say that this is my white flag? Like I
Yeah.
choose peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm saying, it is going to end if it was never meant to be
Mm,
forever. So look at the signs, receive the signs, plan
mm,
your exit. Don't fight what's not supposed to be, unless if it is, I don't know. But
yeah,
I think your breakups for me, they present a lot of opportunity, you
they
see.
do.
So
Some there's a lot of people that I've also noticed, like after breakup, they actually rediscover themselves. They actually
yeah,
rebuild themselves. You will see the person will go and study, finish the studies, the person will do whatever, start a business. It's like things that they never done in the relationship is now. It's like there was an awakening happened. And but I also think it's part of the healing process. That is how they heal.
yeah, yes.
Mm,
And that's why it's
yeah.
important at the end of that to heal. So you
Mm,
you know what they normally say, that you must heal before you go into another relationship or whatever. That's the same
yes.
thing. It's like you need to
Mm,
sit and kind of reflect what went wrong. I mean,
mm,
there's you definitely had something to contribute to that.
mm,
So
yeah.
sometimes we're in denial. We're always victims. Like, this thing happened to me.
Mm,
How could he do this to me? I was the best. But because we don't talk at that time, we're just
mm,
fighting. You're not even able to get feedback like, what did I do wrong or something?
mm,
But I think sometimes when you sit and reflect and go through the healing, whether you go for counseling, you are
mm,
able to like sit and play it back and see where you could have done better, or
yeah.
where you know what you contributed, and maybe also learn that, okay, then what does it mean for you? What do you
Mm,
want next? So that at least you don't take that forward, because you might leave with the
mm,
same expectations that you come from the relationship with, going forward and thinking it's still a valid expectation, and
mm.
probably not.
But sometimes
So
we're so intoxicated with love that I think sometimes it blinds us that
hey,
we
you're in
don't.
love
Yeah, we're
because
intoxicated with
because
love.
because they better you too much. Lots of money. They are the ones that like the money is the problem. You can't think
Yeah,
straight.
and
When
that's
you're
true,
angry,
Lindy.
20,000, it, and
Yes,
then you
and
forget.
that is also true. That is also some of the reasons why some people stay in a relationship. Like you said, "Ah, betcha." So now you are getting 20K, you are getting that. I'm not gonna leave because I'm getting this. But meanwhile, you are suffering inside the relationship. Pieces of you are losing. You ended up not even recognizing yourself. You understand? So I don't think you want to be there because years down, the money is gonna finish. What's
Yeah,
gonna happen then? You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
But I also believe when one chapter closes, there's another beautiful chapter that awaits. That is what I believe
definitely.
from a breakup. Yeah.
That's the thing. Leave. You know, I think one thing I didn't mention about my divorce, I didn't fight. I was ready even with the kids. I was like, do you want them?
Uh,
You can have. What else? Because for me, the other chapter was more important than this. Everything. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm still young. We can start from scratch. Do you know? Do you
So
know
she
how much?
applied
How many?
logic.
You know how many times God started from scratch? If you read the Bible
Mm.
clearly, I was like, I'm not
Yes.
scared to start from scratch as well. So like,
Yeah.
we can start, man. And
Mm.
I was like, even these two, you want
Mm.
take like no,
Take.
no, no, not like I'm like what? So for me, it was
Mm.
like I don't want to help be held back by oh I want to keep my car, I want to
Mm.
keep this. For me,
You
that
just
next
want the
chapter for
peace at the
me.
time.
Yes, and I knew what I kind of already felt what could
Mm.
happen next,
Mm.
you know. So I was
Mm.
like, I'm going forward. This one,
Mm.
well, if the cars go, can they go? If this goes, even the children themselves, they can go.
I hope they don't watch this live
I'm
telling
like,
that
they know
Mama
I'm
wanted
there.
to sell us at a
They know I'm
point.
their mother. They know where to find me. I don't have to be like fighting here. So, but that wasn't the case. But that's where I was. I'm just
Mm.
explaining. That's where I was. I was like, forward we go.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The thing is for us to move forward, to heal. It's not easy though. Breakup is not easy.
Yeah.
It's never
No,
easy. But I
never
mean,
easy.
but the whole thing is to heal, to move forward, to heal, and not to drag the other person down.
I'm just going through the
Yeah.
comments to see all guys. Okay, no is here. And Norman, Kazi, we see your comments. Okay, I don't think we have any other, but I think that was great. I think if we can just influence better breakups,
Yeah. Peaceful
that
breakup.
would be peaceful. Yes,
Mm.
take care of
Not
yourself. The trauma that
fighting,
you carry after
understanding.
that is too much.
Mhm.
Um, but when it's time to leave, leave.
Yeah. Cut the cord.
Yeah. Okay, Sam, it's been an hour and 2 minutes. I took 2 minutes extra of your time, but thank you
It
for
was
being
an
here
honor,
on
man.
hold. Do you
Yes.
know
And
today, this is my 50th conversation ever since I started the channel. This is a big milestone. It's bigger than my own age.
isn't gold the color for 50? So we need some spice nyanyana there. You need to do something for the
Yeah, I'll
next
probably,
episode.
yeah, 51, because I mean, I think it's huge from where I started. So you are the one that is on my 50th conversation ever since we started last year. So welcome. Well, thank you, not welcome. Thank you so much. It was an honor. It
So
was
so
fun.
I
It
was
was
bringing the
fun.
gold.
See ya, you are late. But thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us
Thanks,
tonight.
everyone.
Thank you, Sam. Love you, love you. Good night.
Thanks. Good night, everyone.